As you know already, man's a workaholic. I don't take days off work. Ever. Never take days off work. Now, I'll give you a little backstory as to why man's a workaholic. And it kind of starts from secondary school, you know. Any of you lot been following me for a significant amount of time, you lot will know man used to buy and sell crisp and drinks in school. Especially the people them that's watching me who went to man's secondary school. Big up the Winchmore man them and gal them as well. When I was in school, from the end of year 7 until year 11, and that's why I got kicked out of school, unofficially expelled, I was buying and selling crisp and drinks and that, and I never took a day off work. It was work. I never took a day off buying and selling crisp and drinks, ever. The only time I didn't buy and sell any crisp and drinks is certain times the teachers then was on to man, and I had to lay low for 2 weeks, and I literally felt like I had no fucking purpose. Most normal people will be thinking your purpose was to go to school. Mine was to buy and sell crisp and drinks and make money and that. So maybe that's where the strong work ethic came from, because like I said, I never took no days off apart from the ones where I was forced to. Other than that, I was in the middle of the playground during break time and a little bit in lunchtime and that, buying and selling selling crisp and drinks and that. But partly why I don't take no days off work as a working adult, as a working man, is because I'm self-employed. When you're self-employed, if you don't work, you don't get paid. If you are sick, you don't get paid. If you take annual leave, you don't get paid. If you have an appointment where you need to sit at your house and wait for someone to come or whatever, you don't get paid. When I used to work on them construction sites and that, them man, they are ruthless. Yeah? You would think that, because it's like 0 hours contract and that, you would think, oh, they'll give you 2 weeks, a month notice. Blood, them man, they will tell you on the day it's your last day. A midweek, you know, Wednesday. They call it getting pumped. Yeah? So, you know, like in America, they say, oh, you got fired. Yeah. On construction sites in the UK, we call it getting pumped. It's just play on the word fired and that. Yeah. Because like a fireman uses a fire pump in it. So anyway. So, and I've done it before. It's not like, oh, I've been pumped on a Wednesday and I didn't see it coming, but really and truly they told me on Monday, but I weren't paying attention. I thought it ain't gonna happen to me. No, I've had to do it. I've had the project manager say, listen, today we're cutting down the numbers, yeah? A man will tell me at 12 and by 3 p.m. I would have dropped out 2-3 man. I've had to go to man and say, listen, yeah, it's your last day today. So when I was a worker and that, and I was on construction sites, they literally would tell you on the day. Now, sometimes, some of the project managers and that, or the supervisors, they will be cool and they will say, listen, during the team morning briefing and that, we're going to be getting rid of like 4 people. You look around, there's only 6 of you in total and that, innit? But yeah, they might be like a team of 10 and they say, listen, yeah, they might not even say the numbers, but say, listen, some people are going to be getting let go later on today, just to warn you. And we will let you know later, innit? Now, they've really made that decision of that. But trust me, they might tell you 3-4 days in advance, or if you're lucky and that. They will have the whole team moving bammy, yeah? Because no one knows when, you don't know if this is going to be your last day, especially if it's a good little money maker and a little earner. So if it's some shit job and you're just there to bide your time and then fuck off to some other construction site, they don't really care, innit? But if it's a good little money maker or that, yeah, decent overtime and that, you're going to be bammy like, fuck, blood. Trust me, I know about them one day, boy. If you all right, boom. I've had a couple of times where you get me, they're talking about getting rid of the numbers. I'm already making phone calls, yeah, sending texts into the electrical group chat and that. Oh, is there any work, any electrical testing work? Because this is what happens on construction sites, and I'm just only speaking from my experience and that. Because I'm an electrical tester, there's less work for electrical tester. And me, I do not have the skills to go and do electrical work on a construction site. So on construction sites, they will install metal conduit and metal tray and trunking and that. When I was an apprentice electrician at Holmes Harringay, I never done any of that stuff. I'm 31 years old right now. The last time I bent a piece of conduit or cut a piece of metal trunking was when I was in college 15 years ago, when I was fucking 16 years old. So I haven't done it. So I'm not going to be experienced doing it. I ain't going to be able to just jump on a construction site and get to work and that. So the only sorts of work that I do and can do is on a construction site is electrical testing. And there's less work for electrical testers than that because there's less demand than that. If you think about it this way, 90% of the electrical work is wiring and that, and installation, 10% of it is just inspecting, testing and commissioning, turning on the power and that. So, but if you're an electrician that's got experience on construction sites, then it's cool. If you got experience on a construction site and you got your inspection and testing and that, oh, you're laughing, man. You're laughing. I mean, to be fair, you don't even need inspection and testing. I will still advise people do it. But as long as you know how to do like conduit and whatever, and you've got experience on construction sites and that, blood, every fucking day. Every day I get texts, to my phone personally, emails to my phone personally about work going, and I'm on the group chat, so I see the notifications pop up and that. That's just for everybody. So if you're an electrician and you've got experience on a construction site, you will never be out of work. With me, because I'm limited to doing inspection and testing on construction sites and that, the work is limited for me. If I was going to go and get a job as like a house basher, people rewiring houses, well, I could do any of that work because that's what man's learned to do throughout my apprenticeship and that. So I would have, if I get let go for from a job, I would have a 2-week period now and then where I don't have no work and that. But obviously it's kind of cool because man just graft and save money and that. I was never short for money and that. Fucking hell, I didn't even work throughout lockdown. The whole 1 year, from January when I got fired, I started back work February the next year. I got fired January 2020. Started back work, I think February or either January 2021. Because I saved up so much money on the previous job and that. But that's why I have such a strong work ethic and that. Because I kind of just live every day like it's my last employment day. Yeah? So man have to maximize the hours and that. Obviously, man's become a little bit complacent on this contract and that. But at the same time, if they fire me tomorrow, I'll be like, all right, yeah, cool, boom, go and find the next job. I wouldn't want to have to though, because this is a cushy job. I work and live in the same area. I get to come home for, I was telling my friend, I'll go home for a cup of tea and that. He's like, you're a fucking joker and that. Yeah, I get to come back home for a late breakfast or early lunch and that. My girl will make me food and that. She's abandoned me now though. She's with her family and that. So you get me, I got to fend for myself until she comes back. Yeah, you get me, man's in survival mode right now. Yeah, I just need food, water and shelter and don't die. Yeah, until my girl comes back. But yeah, that's why man has such a strong work ethic and that. From back in the day in school, man was always dedicated to the task. And secondly, being on construction sites and just, you get me, the supervisors and the managers and that got you moving bammy, thinking that you don't even know when to the next day is and that. So that's why man used to just bang out all the overtime. Man used to work like, man don't even know when man's next job's gonna be about. Because think about it this way, if you're at a workplace and you know at some point they're gonna let you go, and when they let you go, you're not gonna be able to get a job for a week or 2 weeks, then if there's overtime opportunities in it, you're gonna work every fucking hour under the sun. You're gonna work every single day because you don't know when your next employment's gonna be. And it's a good mindset to be in. It's a good mindset to be in. Obviously, I know I've still got a long time on this contract and that, but still, I still pretend that, yeah, get me. I don't know when I'm going to get fired next and that. So, yeah, that's how I developed that strong work ethic, and that's why I work every day and I'm a workaholic.